Yo, what's going on? Happy New Year. Happy 2022. The last 2 years have kind of been trash comparatively to other years in the past. And I know that you are ready to start this year off right and start it off with new goals and new things that you want to get yourself into, whether it be entrepreneurial growth or personal growth or anything like that. Now, for myself, I've been doing freelance photography and video for the last 3 years. And to be honest, I wanted to start getting into YouTube, but I actually haven't really committed to doing anything on a YouTube channel. I do have videos here and there that I try to get out, but then I get caught up into the system of like whether or not something is good or something is bad. But I want to go in today and talk about my strategy of how I'm going to start making YouTube videos in 2022. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to determine my niche. So if you're someone that's starting out just like me, or you don't have a lot of followers and subscribers, or you're just getting into actually really committing to a YouTube channel, find yourself a niche. And clearly, based on the other videos that I have, it's going to be a lot about creative business, photography, video, gear, reviews, and things like that. So being able to determine that niche and what you want to do in it helps you determine what skill set you want to provide. For me in particular, I do a lot of videos in the fitness industry. So I've worked with supplement companies, influencers, different sporting events, and things like that. And a lot of my content has those things. So I still want to talk about filmmaking and the creative process, but a lot of the medium is going to be in that realm. Next thing you want to do is determine what skill set you want to provide in that niche. So in particular, if you're somebody that likes talking, you don't like showing your face too much on camera, maybe your channel is a voiceover channel. If you're someone that likes having a conversation with another person, maybe you're into podcasts. If you're someone that likes doing gear tutorials and reviews, it might be one of those things. But determining what kind of skill set you want to do when you're providing value on camera for YouTube is really essential, because you can commit to that style of content, at least for now when you're starting out, and then you can start to evolve things as you go along. Now, this one is a big one for me, and actually I took this idea from another YouTuber called Roberto Blake, and he said make 100 videos. Even if they're complete trash, make 100 videos. Come up with 100 video ideas and produce those videos, do the thumbnails for them, do everything that you do with posting a YouTube video 100 times. It'll help you do a couple things. One, you'll have enough content that your audience can decide what they like and dislike. Sometimes I find myself with those little videos I have checking my YouTube analytics, trying to find out what new things I should do to make my videos better, when I didn't realize that I haven't put out enough data yet. I haven't put enough reps in to actually determine whether or not what I'm doing is working, or if I've given it enough time to actually see results or make adjustments from there. It's kind of like trying to start competing in a bodybuilding show, but you've only been to the gym for 2 months. Being able to have enough reps in, be enough to have enough data to give their YouTube algorithm a way to determine what's working and what's not working is super essential. So come up with 100 video ideas and just try them. Even if they're absolutely trash, you will get better. Now, when I was explaining this 100 video rule to my friends and family, the first thing they asked is, how are you gonna plan and shoot 100 videos? Isn't that a lot of work? It's super, super time consuming. And one of the strategies I'm gonna use is batch shooting. Now with batch shooting, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to film a bunch of videos all at once, and then I'll edit them later on. So in a given shooting day, I might shoot 4, 5, 6 videos that I plan on doing, and then throughout the week, I'll slowly edit them and roll them out and find the thumbnails for them later on. The reason why you wanna do that is that you don't feel like you're burning out. If you put 100 videos in a particular year and you do one video every single day, that's a lot of filming, it's a lot of work. But if you could stack those up, even if you do 2 in a day, it cuts your workflow down by half. So me being able to batch shoot and do things all at once, which still means I could still freelance and do my freelance thing, but I could also start providing content and value elsewhere. Now, the next thing I'm gonna talk about is something that's a little bit counterintuitive, because I'm a very entrepreneurial person and I wanna find ways to maximize profit in everything that I do. But what I'm gonna steer away from until I've provided enough value and become an authority is I'm not going to pay attention to affiliate links, sponsorships, and anything like that. I wanna establish myself as an authority. I wanna make sure that I'm providing value first before I start asking for money. There's a book by Gary Vee called Jab, Jab, Right Hook, where you started providing value before you had to ask for anything. And I find what I was doing beforehand, that I was asking for monetary value back before I actually provided enough value for people to understand and see me as an authority figure in the space that they're in. So right now, I'm not gonna worry too much about linking things in the description for people to go and buy things from me or anything like that, including not even having digital products yet. I'm gonna go back a couple steps and I'm gonna start to develop those things and develop that trust before I start asking for money. Another thing is, share this with your friends. Tell your siblings, tell your family members, tell your friends that you want to start providing more content on YouTube. You want to start providing more value for other people. Yeah, they might not watch all of your videos, they might not be able to comment, and they might not subscribe, they might not throw a like, but making sure that people know what you're doing is a really good way way to get some realistic feedback, especially from people that have no idea what the space is. If I want to make sure that I have a good video about providing value and knowledge, I want to make sure that that video is going to be able to be understood by someone who has no idea what a camera is, or have no idea what lenses are, or what shutter angle is, or how to get cinematic lighting or anything like that. If that person that is so removed from what value I'm providing can still understand and learn something, then I'm doing a good job in terms of being able to be a resource of education for other people. Make selfless content. And what I mean by that is whenever you're making content, take a determination, take some inventory of whether or not you are making this for yourself or you're making this for other people. When you're starting out, a lot of people unfortunately don't care about who you are. They don't care about your morning routine unless it's super interesting and it's unique. They don't care honestly about your video or your craft until you are able to provide value to them. So when you're making a piece of content, especially when you are trying to be an authority or you're just starting out, make something that is more selfless than selfish. You want things to serve other people before you start to serve yourself. And by doing that, you gain something called authenticity. You gain something called trust with other people, because if you do things solely for yourself, if I don't care about you, I'm not going to invest into looking at your videos or liking anything or commenting or sharing it with anybody. And the last thing I want to talk about is shut up and start. Something that I've struggled with the last couple of years is I've continued to start making videos for YouTube, and a lot of times I'll even delete them the night before I start editing them. Actually, yesterday I filmed 4 videos and deleted every single one of them because it wasn't what I wanted. And that goes completely against my 100 video rule, even if the video is trash. Just start. Just press record, make videos, make sure you can make coherent sentences that people can understand, put it on the timeline, edit it, post it up, and then let your audience decide what's good and what's not. You might be surprised on what people determine as good content and what people determine as bad content. And you're not gonna know that unless you put yourself out there and start making content today. So these are all the strategies that I'm gonna use for 2022 in creating a YouTube channel and providing value on this platform. Instagram is great, but I tend to get a little bit bored of it, and I wanted to try a new adventure for 2022 that doesn't involve a weight loss project that I'm gonna keep trying and failing, and also doesn't involve me saying to spend money because I keep buying camera gear. But if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.